State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Groupers offense will get first crack at it here. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. And the Groupers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Teams proving to be special. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you can see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback on the keeper. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Groupers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it on the counter, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. The last time they punted it went back for 6. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So we'll Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays and maybe play a little bit deeper.
Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The give from the gun. Running to Green. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own net. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal.
Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now the pitch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The groupers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The play action fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Groupers decide to punt it away.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Power football with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease.
Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
Timeout, Groupers.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Let's go! Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride.
can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give on the option. Running into the open space. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The groupers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and it's been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Creates a look. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 4 over USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Rides to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Parrish. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They'll operate out of split backs. They'll try the counter. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll try the run. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. They'll move the tight end to the ground with the back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. And the Groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Finding open areas. Jukes his way for more. Gets it past the marker. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. And some room to work. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. They need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
The Groupers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Breaks into the open. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field.
Breaks into the open on the left. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Next going for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the groupers line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Running to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They feed him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to